How is everybody today? I am the master of cheating. I've been with over 5,000 women. I've cheated on every last one of them. I am what you would call the supreme cheater. I know every trick in the book about cheating. I can teach you how to cheat and never get caught. Because I've never been caught after 30 years of cheating. I'm a retired cheater. Had a 401k, IRA. I've done it all. And I got a 30-year ring for my 30th anniversary to prove it. And I'm part of the Cheaters Club. I worked my way up to be president, and now I'm retired. So for you young bucks out there who would like to be a professional cheater, or maybe you just want to cheat and never get caught, this goes for women too. The first thing you need to do is make sure you have at least 5 cell phones. And keep 3 of them hidden at all times. Because with the way the technology is today, it's a little bit different than when I was doing my heavy cheating back in the 70s and 80s. But today it's a little bit different. Make sure you have those cell phones hidden where your significant other cannot find them. Second thing I recommend is that you exercise constantly. Keep yourself in good shape. In case you need to run, you need to hide. Physical condition is a must. Now, you must also have at least 4 doctors, because you want to make sure you go get a checkup from each one of them. You don't want your significant other to be able to find you in case a little something comes up, if you know what I mean. So you definitely want to have several doctors that you go and see. Now, I've been married 5 times also, let me admit that. But it was not my wife who caught me, but I just got tired of the 5 women that I was with, because they were good girls. You know, the good girls are the ones that they always want the bad boys. I was one of the bad boys. So another thing that you definitely want to do is make sure you have at least 15 email accounts, 15 different passwords. Write them down and keep them in a safety deposit box, a safe, someplace hidden, strong box. You can bury them in the ground. Don't keep them in the car. No, don't do that. It's the wrong thing to do. Now, you can keep them in the engine compartment, but make sure that it's in an area where they won't melt, won't catch fire, and that type of thing. Okay? Now, you may be wondering, why am I wearing a mask? Because if I were to show you who I was, then there are several thousand people who would be after me. Because I will admit, I've cheated with wives, many wives. There's a lot of women who are out there. They're looking for guys like me to cheat with, and I was doing them a service. They went home happy to their husbands and to their boyfriends. So I'm the guy that put a smile on their faces when they came home. You know, so I'm sure that if you all were to see my face, you would probably recognize who I am. Now, one other thing I must say is that in order to be a successful cheater, you have to also be a professional liar. You have to be able to lie. You know, I can lie my way out of anything. Some people may not want to hear this, but let me tell you, with the way this country is going, I would say within the next 10 to 15 years, 80 to 90% of the people will be cheating. It's just a fact. Don't blame me, or as they say, don't blame the player, hate the game, or something like that. But anyway, be sure that you cover your tracks. Now, I took some lessons on some lying lessons, and one thing a good liar always does is that he remembers the lies that he told. You have to have a good memory. You can't go and say one lie and then you go back and backtrack and you don't say that same lie to the next person. You have to have a good memory. You know, you have to be able to lie. Let me tell you, back when I was in the Foreign Legion, I can remember going to this one country, French country, had 5 French girls, 2 Germans and an Italian. And I lied to all of them, slept with all of them, but had a great time. And I can name you some other women that I've been with. Some have been Hollywood actresses, models. I've been with every race there is on the planet. Even an Eskimo. I dated an Eskimo. Her name was Moo Moo. Beautiful, beautiful girl. I dated a pygmy down in South America. Aborigines in Australia. You name it, I've been with them. Even dated an African voodoo princess. And she cast a spell on me. But that's neither here nor there. But let me tell you, you have to be very slick about your ways so you don't get caught. Now you see all these guys around here, they dropping babies here and there. You know, I don't have any kids. So one thing about me I use as practice safe sex. I know how to do it. It's another thing about being a successful cheater is that you have to practice safe sex. You can't go around having sex with women and you drop a baby and bam, there's the DNA to prove it. You're the baby's daddy. So watch out for those type women because, you know, sometimes they'll go in the commode and they'll take the condom and they'll empty it. So be careful with that. Be sure it flushes down the commode. Don't take any chances. Don't let her take it off of you. Don't do it. Now, women, you all know that you should always keep a little vinegar and water handy. Because if he's going to be checking you, or if he's going to have sex with you when you get home, after your little rendezvous, you want it to be good and tight. You know what I mean? Okay, this is going to be it for part 1. I'll come back to you again with part 2 at a later date. Now, don't worry about my presence. I'm not here to scare anybody. I'm just here to inform and educate on becoming a successful cheater. You will never get caught with the methods that I will be teaching you. So until next time, keep your ears shut, your eyes open, and your heart should always be pure.